Hey guys, Tetsamaru here. So I know it's been a while since my last video for really anything, and updates on my website have been kind of sporadic, or very sporadic. But I figured, it is the 31st, or at least in my part of the world. So I do want to push out just one more video, at the end of the year. So what I want to talk about is, for those that don't know, Touhou 13.5, the trial version, was released somewhere around Christmas. I'm too lazy to actually check that exact date right now, but for those of you that haven't tried it yet, honestly, I would highly recommend downloading it and trying it out right now because it is pretty awesome. So, that being said, let's hop right into it. And here we go. 13.5 Touhou Project Hopeless Masquerade. And would you look at that old Japanese ye old arts. Awesome. So we're just gonna scroll through this and look at the cameos that appear. We got Show up in the top. And some more scrolling. We got Unzon right there, we got Fudo, we have Miko, and I want to say that's Reimu, just in normal Miko clothes rather than her usual altered Miko clothes we're used to seeing her in. And here we go. So, this is the demo, so there isn't much here to see. Versus computer, versus player, replay, profile, config, and exit. So, let's go ahead and go to profile. And as you can see, pretty much the same as has been in the past fighters. I've already made myself a profile and got like some kind of deck system here, and it's really different from how it was from Hiso Tensoku and Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. You only got 8 cards to go with, and those 8 cards correspond to a movement and a button push. So it's really like Super Smash Brothers in the way like moves are done. So like up AB, down AB, left AB, right AB, and I can alter that any way I want. Like this is Reimu's famous Miko kick from the past fighting games, and it was always done with the Shoryuken motion. But rather than having like typical movesets from a fighting game, like quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, or like 360s. Now it's a bit more simple, where it's used hold down direction and you push the button that corresponds to it. So, if I wanted to, I could make this move, her down AB rather than her up AB. And, we got the items, which anyone can use, and then we have the character-specific cards, which is, the special moves. Excuse me. And we got the move cards, and then we have the spell cards, and then we have the super, which is something that's kind of a new thing here. The supers are really theatrical in this game, and I will show them off to you. So, hold on. Okay, so this is the one that I edited. Let's see. Fantasy Seal. Oh, there's only 2 spell cards? Okay. And then just moves. Okay. And then we got Marisa, and then we have Ichirin, which excuse me, which I was really surprised about, but always glad to see the less popular characters get a chance in the spotlight. So, let's see. Alright, for spell cards. So, good old Master Spark. And then, okay, that's it. And Ichirin, draw cards. There we go. Alright, got the ball set up. Now let's go into the real game. Remember there was no practice mode, so I'm just going into player mode here. Start with Reimu, and we got 2 stages, so let's go to the Hakure Shrine first. And here we go. And one thing I really like is the bystanders in the background. We got Yukari, we got Ran, we got Shen, we got some of the cast from Scarlet Mansion, Sakuya, Vermilia, Patchouli, and some fairy maids, which I thought was a nice touch. Too bad Mayling's not here, but I guess they have her guard in the gate. And then we got 3 mischievous fairies, Luna, Star, and Sapphire. Or, wait. Alright. Sapphire, Sunny, and Star. There we go. Yeah, Luna's one of the Prism sisters. I always tend to mix up those names just because they're not really popular. I don't really know some, and it's 3 pairs, so yeah. Anyway, as you can see, we've got like, you know, we're flying around like a traditional Danmaku sense, so it's not ground battles like the previous fighting game, so it's not traditional sense. X and Y melee, or A and B melee, I mean, and then X and Y or Danmaku. We got the Danmaku meters on the bottom, we got our HP bar at the top, and it's actually 2 sets of HP bars, the white being your first HP bar, and then the blue being your second HP bar. And the way it kind of works is kind of odd in that it's kind of like a seesaw once you get to the second part. As you can see, Reimu, Marisa's is on her blue HP bar, but then if I hit Reimu, well, I used up enough time. Let's see if I can get that going again. There we go. Alright, so did some damage there. And if I do some damage to Reimu, as you can see, that affected the scale because Marisa's is changing as well. Even though she's the one doing the attacking, rather than getting damage herself. So HP bar is kind of a little odd here. So because of that, when the timer runs out, the one with the most popularity rating actually wins the fight, rather than in normal fighting games where the one with the most HP wins. Next to the HP bars, there's a popularity rating on the side. High and E, which is yes and no. Blue is good, red is bad, and red is subtracted from the blue. So in Reimu's case, we got plus 16. In Marisa's case, we got plus 6. So that will come into effect, I guess, more as the game is more developed. There isn't much to the popularity rating for now, but I'm sure there is more to it. As I mentioned before, special moves are done by holding the directional button and then 2 attack buttons at the same time, rather than regular motion. So, you know, it's I guess it's more, I guess I want to say, easier to use special moves than before. So if you're like in a tight spot, you won't like fumble over the controls, because it is like Super Smash Brothers in that sense. Let's go ahead and get back into this, so I could show you some of Reimu's moves. Start off with her melee combo. Alright, so start off with ball, and then that, wherever that is, she just basically teleport to that spot. And there we go. And then down. Another thing is that every character is unique in the way they fight. Reimu, when you're on the edges of the screen and you backdash into them, you will appear on the other side. And that's her special. And that will lower her regular moves. So let's start off with the spell cards. Now, in order to use the spell cards, your each key bar must be flashing green. So cheat here, and here we go. I just put 10 for that. My HP part is now flashing green. So let's start off with declare the spur card, and then sorry about that, dropped my mic. Let's go back and declare a new spell. And then there are the supers. Now the thing about supers is that unlike spell cards, you don't have to declare them, so you can use them right away. And it's not based on whether your HP bar is flashing green, it's based on popularity. So I'm going to cheat here. There we go, 100% popularity. Now let's use her super. And her super actually, it's actually a counter, so if I just use it like that, nothing happens. So let's go ahead and have some time to watch this actually and using it. And here we go. And as you can see, I didn't really need to declare it. You can just use it right away, as long as you have enough popularity to use it. And you can see, very flashy, very theatrical, which is pretty awesome. And they do a lot of damage. Are you kidding me? Did that not kill him? Oh, that did. Okay. So that was all of Reimu's moves, and her spell cards, and her super. So let's go and head on to Marisa. Let's go to character select screen, and here we go, Marisa. And then let's head over to the Morion ship, or the treasure ship. And who we got spectating this time? We got New, Lily White, Nazrin, Marisa, and the 3 Prison Burger sisters. Pretty nice to have them there. I think Lily White's actually kind of random here. The Prison Burger sisters will pretty much go anywhere there's stuff happening. So we got Marisa, auto combo, regular sound Mako, and there we go. Her butt attack makes a comeback in this game. Always great to see this. And let's see, her special is that next to her Danmaku meter, she has 3 stars right next to it. Whenever you use a special ability, it lights up by 1 star. And when you get up to 3 stars, the next special you do, the next special move you do, will actually be powered up. So there we go. It does more damage. So 3 stars, and it's going to be powered up. And that was all of Marisa's special moves. So about to end. Oh, I managed to kill her. So now I will show off Marisa's spell cards and her supers. And here we go. So we're gonna cheat here. There we go. So let's see. Let's see what we're gonna start with. Start off with good old Master Spark. And here we go. Love sign, Master Spark. Alright. Let's declare another one. And now let's go ahead and show off her super. Now, unlike Reimu, which was the counter super, this is just a regular super. So it's a melee attack on hit, although it does have quite a bit of range though. Alright. Yeah, that's Reimu's thing. Now she's in auto block mode. Yeah, she's in auto block mode. Alright, hold on. Let's go to character selects again so I could show off Marisa's super. That auto block is going to get really annoying. Alright, so let's cheat. Okay. And then super. Bam! And that was Marisa's super. So let's go to character select screen and let's show off Ichirin. Now I gotta admit, I'm not a big fan of Ichirin's playstyle. She's a bit too slow for me. I'm also worried about how Mayling's gonna play because I've always made Mayling in all the fighting games. And since this game is more Danmaku style than fighting, I'm worried that she might get nerfed. Well, nerfed in the sense that the whole entire game mechanics have changed. But I still want to main her, as long as she's still in. And Zun has been pretty good about not taking away characters in all the fighting games, so don't mess this up for me, man. Don't take away main. I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out who else I don't want to change my main. Alright. Alright. So here's and good old Zun backing her up. Yep. Alright, so let's see her moves. Maybe projectiles. There we go. Then I could combo off of that too, so laser, combo off of that. Okay, wrong button. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. So, this one looks like far away. There we go. And then she's got a throw, or she's also got that. Bam! She's got that. Throw her, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, she's really strong, but a bit too slow for my taste. Okay, that was all of her regular moves, so let's go on to her spell cards. Alright. I chose that. Alright, so... there we go. And Reimu's not auto block. And I can move while I'm doing this. So, that's gonna get annoying. Alright. Still not auto blocking? That's good. Oh yeah. There we go. Not my popularity. And her super is more like a transformation of sorts, so you actually don't do damage up front like you do with Reimu's and Marisa's. I gotta admit, I'm not a fan of this, just because the damage isn't always going to be consistent. Yep, there we go. So, projectiles, or Danmaku. And then it pretty much goes away when Ichirin's Danmaku goes away. Although she doesn't flinch though. So, that's one good thing. And that's all there is to say about it. So, that's all the characters. Shows you off the 2 stages. Let's get out of here. And that's all there is replays. This is pretty much everything that I've been doing since I first started playing this game. I should probably turn off that auto replay save. I'll remember to do that later. So let's go ahead and exit out. Alright, so that was Touhou 13.5, Hopeless Masquerade. Again, if you haven't downloaded the demo, you gotta try it. It's really fun. Between the 3 main demo characters, I'd honestly have to say I'm really favoring Marisa. And I don't really got much else to say about that. Can't wait for the full version just so I can start playing other people online. I mean, I suppose you can play this online if you use one of those programs where like you can go online and as long as you and the other dude have the same program, you can like be on like some kind of fake LAN through the internet. I forget what it's called. I know it starts with an H. I don't use it too often. Other than that, you know, it's December 31st. We're in my part of the world. So, you know, Happy New Year, and I know I haven't been active on YouTube or my main website that much. Updates have been pretty sporadic here and there. You know, definitely not you know, I just don't have as much free time as I did before. Although I'm starting to get that free time back. I want to do more things for the community, especially when it comes to fandom and video mangas. You know, I want to get back to doing that. I also want to actually like finish up my Touhou doujins and actually share them with everyone. Like I have it written down. I guess basically kind of in like a light novel form, but I want to show it off in drawings, just to show off the action. I know my drawings aren't the best. You know, I've only shown off 6 pages of it, and I honestly haven't drawn in a while just because I've been so busy. But I want to get back to doing that. I want to get back to doing, you know, what I love. Just been busy trying to push out my original mangas, because I do want to be, you know, a mangaka, and that's what I want to do for a living. And, you know, if I have a choice between, you know, pushing out my doujins and, you know, pushing out my actual original stories, you know, I will favor my original mangas just because, you know, that's what I want to do for a living, you know. So, Happy New Year, and hope you enjoyed the Hopeless Masquerade video. So, with that being said, this is Tetsamaru, over and out.